out the gate, it was pretty tremendous. I was doing some reflection and going back through some statistics and numbers to try to identify. And when we compare the statistics from the B.C.C.I, we did do some internal surveying for our members, and also those from BELTRAIDE. BELTRAIDE had kicked in and was working to try to identify from the various resources and connections and communication networks they had. And we're looking at about 14, something in the mid-teens in terms of closure, right? And that was primarily the tourism industry. And now we know, how we knew, but now we know in numbers how significant the tourism industry was to our economy, with 40% of GDP, for instance, right? And we saw high 80s, we saw 85, 87% of businesses saying we are going to be impacted. And we are expecting losses. And we saw, at some of the big numbers we saw coming into March, April, we saw about 23% unemployment or loss in jobs, so to say. We also saw, because I wherever possible, we got to think about the solution and the silver lining or the lesson learned. And we also saw a lot of businesses say, we do not want to downsize. In looking and reviewing on all of this, one of the things that the businesses were asking for was, we need help to identify ways to retain our employees.